Welcome to the Introduction to CAD and CAE. In Simulation Static Stress Part 3, you review a design of a wheelie bar from a kick scooter. The design criteria has set the minimum safety factor value at 2.0. After completing this lesson, you will be able to create a static stress simulation for a wheelie bar on a kick scooter, apply constraints to the wheelie bar, perform a simulation based on the settings, modify the design, continue to run simulations and modifying the design, then review the results and create a report. I've opened this applied file, stress_wheelie bar. There's one of two parts that will be attached to the rear axle of a kick scooter. I imported the file from Autodesk Inventor and started to capture the design history. Let's go from Model to Simulation Workspace, Static Stress, and click OK. Starting with the material, go to Study Materials. It's set to aluminum at 6061. That's OK. Then Constraints. There are 4 to choose from. I'm going with Fixed. And if we think of how this kick scooter and the wheelie bar work together, it's attached to the rear axle, so it will be fixed in that location. I think we should also consider how it works around that axle. And I'm going to fix the back half there. So I split those faces, and I'm applying a fixed constraint to those faces. Click OK, and back to the home view. Now I'm going to apply the load. We have 6 to choose from. I'm going with force. Again, think of how this will operate. The force will be transmitted through an axle in that area, but it won't be in that direction, so we have to rotate that around. My direction type is angle. It's not going to be quite vertical, probably just a little bit off vertical. So let's come back about 10 degrees. So -170 in this case. And for magnitude, 350 newtons. Click OK, and back to the home view. Now do the pre-check. That's successful. And solve. Click Solve One Study. And the study is now carried out on the cloud. With the study completed, I want to review the results. In this case, the value for safety factor is 1.45, well below the target of 2.0. Looking at where that's located, we can see an indication that it's near that corner. Let's go back out to Model. And on my timeline, drag it forward. And I've added some fillets in that area to see if they will solve the problem. Added 6 fillets in total. Back to Simulation. And run Solve. Again, reviewing the results, it has improved it slightly, 1.58, it's in the same location, still nowhere close to that 2.0. On my timeline, move forward a little bit. In this case I've added in a rib, and then some fillets to round those off. That's 5 millimeters wide. Back to Simulation, run Solve. Again, the results are posted. Note that we can view the results in the application or go out to the web. Click on Close. Now we're successful. The safety factor is set to 2.3 and it's in that location. So we've met the design criteria. Let's go to Results, run an animation, toggle on two-way and click Play. And as the person on the kick scooter pushes their foot back on that axle, we can see what happens to the safety factor. Create a report, and that report can be shared with other members of the design team. From simulation back to model, and if required, save the file.